I'm Rebecca Gordon.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Gordon. In this episode, we're going to talk about what's happening with the Medicare Blue Button during AEP and...
as well as a bunch of under 65 updates, so stay tuned. Hot off the press. AEP is off and running, we're having a successful year, and I'm seeing one glitch so far, which I'm sure there's probably more, but I'm aware of this one. Anthem's encrypted numbers. So way back in the day, Anthem gave everybody their own agent number based on their state. So if I saw a G number, I knew that was Ohio. They are only accepting your encrypted numbers. And a lot of people are not doing this, so business is not showing up in their dashboard or on our reports.
What are they putting on their applications instead of their encrypted number?
They're using old numbers.
You got a new number?
We've always had encrypted numbers. They've just never insisted that that's the only number they'll use. So the encrypted number, we're trying to send out stuff every single day on this.
But I always delete that. When I see that, I'm like, what the hell?
It's all letters. It's
right.
like 12 letters, random, weird, and that's your encrypted. If you're not using your right encrypted number, you're not going to get paid because that business is in a holding tank.
That will get my attention.
You will not get paid. So yeah, you are getting ringless voicemails from us. You're going to get a Mayday text from us. I want to do everything I can to be proactive now. So I'm not getting a call in March or whenever. Why haven't I gotten paid?
Remember, when you don't do it correctly with any of the carrier, then you don't get paid electronically in a timely manner, and then it rolls to a manual payment.
Terrible.
Somebody has to go find it
Yes.
and cut it, and it takes a long time. So after AEP, when you're trying to sort this out, you want your money, it's not going to be fast.
You ain't gonna have no money. So look, make sure you're using your encrypted number for all Anthem states. If you're not sure, or if you don't have it, go ahead and reach us in these comments, and I'll have your marketer reach out to you. But this is serious, important, very, very, very important.
Now, nobody else has the same problem, but every carrier has their own agent writing number, okay? It might be cool if they use the NPN number, just putting that out there, but everybody has their own agent number, and agents get confused.
Heck yeah.
So then they write the wrong number. They write their Aetna Coventry number on their Humana, and then they're mad because they didn't get paid, and they're furious at us or Humana, and then we finally pull the app and see, buddy, you made the error.
That's why it's always really important. Check your dashboard every week. You know that when you're submitting apps, either fax or electronically, dear God, please do electronically, there's going to be a bit of a lag, but check your dashboard. If you don't see your client, it's a heck of a lot easier to catch it now and fix it than to wait.
Yeah, so I'd probably write, 25 cases during AEP, not a lot, but I'm out there. And as soon as I write one, I go log into the portal the next day, make sure it's there.
Make sure it's there.
And I try to do them all electronically, but still, make sure
it's super easy.
Because it's way easier to do it now when I'm thinking about Mr. or Mrs. Smith than in February, try to go back and say, why didn't I get paid?
That's screwed up. That is screwed up.
So, ideally, best practices, EAP, yeah, we're a broken record, but we know you guys aren't doing it, okay? Those of you that are, hats off, because it's cutting down on so many problems. So if you're not going to do EAPs, if you're like the majority of agents that said, I will go to my grave doing a paper app, I want to retire out of this business and not learn that, and there's a lot of you that have told me that, and I kind of respect it, because I kind of think when I'm your age, I might be the same. But take a piece of paper with all your agent numbers, write them down there, so every time you pull out an app, you verify it, and then have your assistant re-verify it, because you guys have cases and cases of business that won't get paid, and the carriers don't expend tremendous amount of labor to get you paid. And I've talked about this before, that a lot of the stuff that they can't read your agent number, even if they can read your name, they just throw it in a pending file, and if you don't come claim it after a certain amount of time, it accretes to them and they keep it. So they're not gonna go, oh dang, we can't figure this out. Ring, email. No, they're just gonna sit there and wait for you to call them.
Be proactive. On good side with Anthem, we have a super awesome incentive. This went out last week from our office. For the great states of Texas and California, we've got some great bonuses here. So just for our Texans and Californians, however, everybody else, I have a good feeling bonuses will come to us. But they've got some great bonuses from 11/1 to 12/31. Extra $500 in co-op marketing. Any combination of 5 Anthem, Medicare plans, or AmeriGroup plans. So take advantage of this. Marketing money, co-op money, $500, sweet. If you guys didn't read this in your email, go ahead and hit us up in the comments. We'll send it back out to you. But I love seeing where we can help our partners get a little extra co-op for doing their job.
So the Medicare Blue Button is continuing to be a sore on the side, a thorn in our side.
Wish it were a giant thorn.
It is what it is right now, okay? So it is, they are making enhancements as we go along. Like I said last week, if you have specific instances of things that are repeatable, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but something that you can email CMS and say, this happens when you do this, and they can do it, they can repeat that mistake. Their ears are open, they are trying to fix this. So keep sending your information, send it to us or send it to them. They are listening and they have made some changes. Since this started in August, things are happening. One of the things that is alarming is that when you do sign your client up, you go to Medicare.gov and you sign them up and you help them create an account for the Blue Button. If they do put in their email, then they are going to be getting solicitations, emails from Medicare. So if your client wants that and you're helping your client set it up, then just warn them they'll be getting emails, and the emails may not be necessarily in the best interest of their agent-client relationship. So that's code for the government's trying to push them to go around us.
So we talked about this in the last episode, that we had a situation where a client got an email from Medicare.gov suggesting a new Humana plan, I believe.
They said your Humana plan costs $22 for 2019. Your price is going up for 2020. Click here to go search for a better plan. Well, that might be the best plan. Right. Even with the price going up, that Humana plan might be the very best plan for a variety of reasons that the client might not be able to take into consideration, where the client is just going to reduce it to price. So I understand the government is trying to put more power in the hands of the Medicare beneficiary, and that's a good thing. I think we can agree on that. However, I think it's unnecessarily trying to push agents out of the equation, and there's plenty of room where they could put, here's your agent. Talk to your agent. Maybe your agent can help you, or you could go search on your own. They need to keep the agent in the conversation.
This would be a great opportunity for you, the agent, to be sending out something on social media to your book of business. It's a great touch point. This is happening. If this happens, contact me. But a way to put something out so that your clients are a little bit in the know of when they get that solicitation, if they do, how to react the most successfully. And it helps you keeping to touch your clients. Then your clients are going to think, wow, you're really proactive. Could be a really good thing.
So Part D clients, this AEP, the people that spend a lot of drugs. Spend a lot of money on drugs. Don't even have my brace on. Those people we found are going to be spending about over $400 more this year because one of the provisions of the ACA expired that impacted the cost of drugs in the gap, and now the gap is closed for 2020. So you actually have coverage, but you'll be paying a larger percentage of the cost of your drugs. So the people that take a lot of drugs are going to find they end up paying more in 2020 than they did in 2019, and they might be under the mistaken impression that since the coverage gap is closed, that means they're going to be paying less. And we don't want you guys caught in the lurch maybe thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
If something's closed, I'd think it's over.
You think it's better, but it doesn't mean your copays are lower. So that's happening. Kaiser Family Foundation found that out-of-pocket drug costs will increase by nearly $400 from $22.75 in 2019 to $26.50 in 2020. That's for Part D enrollees who take only brand name drugs and an annual total drug cost that reach the catastrophic coverage threshold. Okay, this catastrophic threshold will increase by $12.50 or nearly 25%, rising from $5,100 in 2019 to $6,350 in 2020.
So let's switch gears to the AEP Young Folks. Open enrollment for people under 65 kicked off on Friday, the day after Halloween. Woohoo! No, it is exciting because it is still a viable market. So the open enrollment for under 65 goes November 1st to December 15th. Remember, it's only for ACA plans. And also keep in mind that over 50% of the counties in the country don't have an ACA plan. But if you have a client who can't afford an ACA plan and it's their best option, beautiful. Just keep in mind that this year the out-of-pocket max is $8,150 for individual and $16,000 for a family.
Holy
and every year that goes
crap.
up. $16,300. Right there, that's your new car, folks.
Wow.
That's what they call ACA. They call it getting a new car every single year.
Wow.
It's a lot of money. But keep in mind, you have options, and we're going to touch a little bit on short-term in just 1 second.
Okay, so I have people calling in that are confused about the extra fee they can get with Centene Allwell because they're giving a health risk assessment, and they're also giving you money to set up and help
Blue
migrate the blue button. So when you initiate, they call it the VBE.
Value-based enrollment.
You get $50. Okay, then when you do the blue button, you get an additional $30. So these payments have already started, so that's good news. The blue button payments start on November 20th, and they want you to merge in your client's blue button information with Ascend. So what's on the client's blue button? What is this? What did they want? 36
Email,
months of claim history.
Claims.
They want the claims
They get
history.
everything.
Okay. Well, not everybody has an email, but they're going after the claims history. Okay, so clients are asking me why their drugs are costing more this year than last year because they heard the donut hole is closing, and they thought that meant they would have to pay less or very little in drug costs. So that's not the case, and that's what I talked a little bit about last time, or a minute ago. Okay, so I know we don't have that many people in Missouri, but since this is craziness, I'm just gonna put it out there. So Centene bought WellCare. And so because of that, they were forced to get rid of
Their D-SNP block.
their D-SNP block in Missouri. And they sold it to
Anthem.
So, right now there's no impact on commissions, I stress right now. The agents will still go through WellCare for assistance until it's communicated otherwise. Mm-hmm. There are no changes in the DSMs at this moment. I'm going to give you the phone number if you are in that state, 866-822-1339. Okay, agents still use their WellCare portal for these plans. And as of right now, the members are not going to be effective. Part of the agreement, Anthem has to actively be pursuing the doctors and facilities to join their network so they can match WellCare's provider network. So they're ordered to pursue it. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that it's going to actually happen, okay? Encourage the members to call member services or check online to confirm that their doctor is in network. Okay, right now the product will keep the WellCare name. The PDP is not part of this transaction and will not be impacted. So if you are not following the fact that Aetna and CVS merged and sold off the Aetna Part D to WellCare, and then Centene Allwell bought WellCare, and now they are getting rid of this in Missouri to Anthem, okay, you got a lot of catching up to do. And this is not going to stop. So this is how you really get your cred in the industry. This is what we all do when we sit around at cocktail parties in the industry is we're like, yeah, remember when American Express sold their long-term care block of business to GE, and then GE sold it to Travelers, and then and I used to have a contract with and that shows you've been around when you can
remember when conversation.
When you can track back these carriers, like who used to own that and where did this come from, where did that block of business, and it is very difficult for the people that are coming new into the business. They're just like whiplash, like what?
Hey, got one more thing to cover real fast. On the short-term side, we're doing webinars just about every Friday. Especially good time to be selling your clients' short-term plans during the under 65 enrollment. But look, United Health One, they're giving it away. They've got a great incentive going out where you're looking at a $250 bonus all the way down to $25 on how you package these plans together. If you're licensed with UHM1, you would have received this email last week. And with them, you always have to register for their incentives. So you're only eligible if you register. Make sure you do it. They're looking for a minimum of 20 apps. You get those done. Right, there's your holiday spending money.
I want to call out to a great agent and friend, Scott, will not mention his last name, who said he always watches us on the treadmill. So I was trying to talk to him about something last week.
Oh, and I'm like, we've never been on a treadmill.
He watches our shows.
He's on the treadmill.
And he's like, yeah, I watch it. I'm embarrassed to say I watch it.
Guilty pleasure.
I'll never admit it publicly, but I watch it.
Pleasure.
Well, anyway, so I was trying to tell him that he needed to do something. And he goes, hey, I don't have time during AEP. make me a video.
Oh my
He goes,
gosh.
I'll watch it on the treadmill.
Make me
So
a video.
I thought that was hilarious.
Okay, Scott. We're going to make you a video,
We're going to make you a video. And in the video, I'm going to say that this health assessment, or VBE as Allwell's calling it, is a lot of money people are leaving on the table. And yes, I am talking about it every week. Now, I personally have been trying to do my first. And I personally am quite frustrated as an agent. Now, Mike, a great agent in Ohio, in Oklahoma, call out to Mike, I think he's done 18 of the UHC.
Oh, UHCs.
And so I'm like,
Rebel.
I can't even get my thing to work. So I did it. It came out this summer. I did the 2019. So then when AEP started and I went in to do an enrollment, it said I wasn't eligible. And I'm arguing, by email with producer help desk, like, no, I did it.
Right.
And why am I doing it? They came back and they said, because I haven't done the 2020. And I said, I don't care about 2020. Maybe I won't sell any 2020 effective dates. The one I needed to write was for an 11/1/2019 effective date. But Revel still, to this day, and I happen to be the FMO, I still can't do it. So this is why people say, why do you bother selling? I sell so that I can actually talk to you with authority, being in the trenches, what it's like, because I'm feeling your pain too. So all of you guys that gave up on it,
Don't give up.
it's stressful. It's not easy. It's a new year, but it is a lot of money. And I want that money too. So far, I haven't been able to claim any of that money. And the carrier gets thousands and thousands of dollars extra every time we are able to accomplish one of these. So Mike in Oklahoma said it took him a long time, and he worked hard, and he finally got it, and he's got an 18. So 18
Sweet.
times
Great
50.
job,
If I
Mike.
could do the math, I would tell you how much
It's a
money
lot
that
of
is.
money.
It might be $1 million. I don't know.
Just shy of $1 million.
Might be. But
Shy.
those of you that haven't even started yet, go into the portal with United Healthcare, do the Revel 2019 and 2020. It's very simple. Then they will send you the link when you're ready to do it, and that's the delay that I'm waiting for, is to get that before then I can go in and use
Are
it.
you sure it hasn't gone to your junk or anything?
I'm looking everywhere. We're all working on this to try, because I want to be able to talk about how easy it was. I want to be able to do one, and I haven't been able to do one yet. So once I am, then believe me, I will come to you and talk to you about it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Happy AEP.
Happy AEP.